Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, at least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel...
Chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn...
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that was vital.
Bellingham takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Alexander-Arnold.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. Dumfries deals with that comfortably. Madrid with the corner, there first. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Bastoni. Calhanoglu. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away. Martinez looks to get on the end of this. Di Marco looking to play him in. Nicely worked. And he's cut it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's headed upfield.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just made...
He's having a shot! Camavinga. There's a look and place it forward. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Oh, this is a great position. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's a shade optimistic. Barella played into space, floated through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Calhanoglu, Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, well played, well played.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Played back into the centre. Calhanoglu. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Martinez.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now there's and the shot! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chance for a shot! Gorgeous from Thuram. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brilliantly cut out. Barella. Now it's Di Marco. Now that's well seen too. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well read, nice interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. Rodrigo. And the cross comes in. And here's Mbappe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Martinez gets rid without sophistication. And it's played into the middle. Lobbed in behind. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vinicius Junior! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now that looks a decent ball. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! Oh, taken with style! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done.
Barella! Missed by a fraction. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That'll be a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Flings it across. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed.
Well to him there. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mkhitaryan is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Brahim Diaz shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Brahim Diaz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's had a shot! Barella in with the challenge. Tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. DiMarco looking to penetrate opposition lines. Madrid desperately searching for the winner here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
Decent chance! It's a goal! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, super find. Played through for him. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a good ball out wide. It's a good foot in there. Dumfries, it's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. Mkhitaryan. Knocks it into space. And here's Mkhitaryan. Clipped into space. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter desperately failed.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. This is the... Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Dumfries providing an outlet on that flank. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? And the finish! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rodrigo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's there to clear it. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Thuram! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And the shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Good chance here! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Mkhitaryan brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barella, DiMarco, and that was very necessary. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Mkhitaryan. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Bellingham. Now, can they... Big chance! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bellingham.
Now it's Rodrigo.
Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's hoisted clear. Çalhanoğlu. Time and again they are repelled.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And the action is back on the way. Inter Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Real chance! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's having a shot! And that's really well manoeuvred. DiMarco. Barella. Now DiMarco. DiMarco goes hurtling down that left-hand side. And it's been taken short. Barella. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And it's DiMarco. Now it's DiMarco. Floated through. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Barella. Mkhitaryan. Cleared away. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Çalhanoğlu plays it short. Pinged towards the front line. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. He's in a good position here. Barella. That's the keeper's ball. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Brahim Diaz was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Thuram. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Not the most convincing of passes. Martinez. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a go! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Played out towards the right wing. Dumfries gets into some space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Çalhanoğlu goes short. Tries a shot! That's really well cleared. Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Çalhanoğlu with the short one. Oh, good-looking ball. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nice bit of shoots! That's a lovely, neat pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mkhitaryan. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. And he's intervened well there. Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Thuram puts his foot on the gas. No, that's been intercepted. The board is 3. Chance here to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's in a great position here. Oh, and the shot! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply, they were beaten. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's the boy everyone is talking about. This guy, Rodrigo, seen by many as being one of the biggest Brazilian talents of his generation. Now, just think about that. I don't really need to add anything extra.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Good ball. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Doué! It's loose, and there's a race for... And he's had a hit! That carried quite a threat. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Vitinha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a good ball. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Tries to play it through. Look at chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Takes the shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Out towards the flank. And it's Ruiz. João Neves. And it's Ruiz. Another pass, just... Vitinha! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. They're urging him to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rodrigo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. You can run onto that. Just the keeper to beat! He's had a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Bellingham. Hakimi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a promising position. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vinicius Junior. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kvaratskhelia.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mendes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
2 minutos de descuento.
Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. He's got a work. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
End up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's a shade optimistic. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Vitinha. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vitinha, and here's Dembele, Lee Kang in, and that has been clubbed away. So, third corner of the game. Vitinha plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Opts for safety. It's a searching pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped ball. Rudiger tries to clear. That's a throw. Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Mendes gets it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Well read, nice interception. And they win it back again. Played back in, and he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that...
Mbappe! He scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Lee Kang-in fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Now it's Goulet. Back into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Mayulu. Hakimi. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tacho does well to get it back. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Fabian Ruiz. And Mayulu just eases him off the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rudiger did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is... The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. Paris Saint-Germain conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Tries to pass it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Mayulu. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good ball! Shot, surely! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Paris Saint-Germain
has a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Dembele. Taken back almost at once. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's heaved it away. João Neves. Distributed tidily. Played back into the centre. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found the way through.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Paris Saint-Germain with this to level it up. So close to drawing level.
That was so poor.
And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
And the action has already restarted. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Deep cross.
Through. That's been slipped through.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be...
Mbappe, big chance! Relentless, just relentless! And they are cruising away. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Barcola
is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's that.
Paris Saint-Germain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Big chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Now it's Vitinha. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nuno Mendes aims beyond the defence.
It's come to nothing.
Well, the ball just...
Vitinha! That was mighty close.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first.
Now this could be a chance.
João Neves. Lovely pass.
Shoots! And now they can spring out of defence.
It's ended up in no man's land.
And here's Dembele.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
He would be the obvious choice. Oh, what has happened here? He's shooting chance! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, good-looking ball. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And no, that was never going to make it. Cross in. And he's managed to get free. Here comes the cross. And he can clear it away. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Cleared without complication. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. He can run onto that. Shot a goal! Dembele! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vitinha. Dembele. And the shot! Superb from Dembele! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Paris Saint-Germain getting themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was
face to face with... And a chance! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more and probably...
Decent chance! Goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper and there was...
Takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. That's an excellent interception. João Neves. Vinicius Junior. Now Mbappe. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back.
Brahim Diaz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
João Neves. Oh, it's Dembele. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out to the left it goes.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence... Oh, he's been caught. Can he finish? It's in! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Mendes. João Neves. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Shot, surely! Dembele trying to keep this in. Brahim Diaz. Quality ball. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's fabulous. Fabian Ruiz. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to pass it through. He's on it. Can he get away?
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. He's having a shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Camavinga. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Over to the left. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Barcola. Mayulu. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And a shot! And that was very necessary. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Neves. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, played right into his path. Goulet, herring. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have...
Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Pacho, not the most convincing of passes. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Eder Militao. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hakimi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe! That's another chance! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Searching pass he's played there. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Vitinha. Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but it tries from distance. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball! Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe! Paris Saint-Germain heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. That has not gone well. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No, that's been intercepted. And across it goes. Tacho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marquinhos. And it's Ruiz. And Kvaratskhelia. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Vitinha. He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. Great defending, strong and determined. Now that looks a decent ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Shot could be on. Shot and goal! Can he finish? No mistake! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And he's only... And the first 45 minutes are up. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Second period then underway. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Vitinha. Great vision. It's a promising position. Gets his head on it! Nice interception, well timed. Cleared without complication. Rodrigo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Dembele. Now it's Doué. Real chance! Rudiger gets good distance on it. Vitinha, João Neves, ambitious ball here. And now they can clear their lines. Big chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Mendes gathers from the goal kick. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and the shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Hakimi. Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Vitinha with the short one. Oh, right place, right time. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball's gone out of play. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Fabian Ruiz. Can he get onto this? That is good alertness. A corner it is then. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. Lee, and he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Fabian Ruiz plays the return pass. And it's Mayulu. Good ball over the top.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Brahim Diaz, he's got away, chooses to go back. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Fabian Ruiz. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank. Barcola has it out wide and in space.
Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that has been clubbed away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking for options for movement. Distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. All hands on deck for this one. Marquinhos with the clearance. That is a brilliant interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the number on the board is 3. Aimed beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the shot! It's there!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. Cold-blooded execution.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kvaratskhelia!
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
They're back on the ball again. Camavinga. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's a nicely shaped ball.